Live-action movies are very common, especially in Japan. Ping Pong the Animation, Ansatsu Kyoshitsu, Shingeki no Kyojin, Death Note, Cutie Honey, Boku Dake Ga Inai Machi, Crows Zero, Dragon Ball being from Taiwan or even South Korea. It's weird that the Japanese never did a live-action movie of Dragon Ball. Kaiji, Vanguard Midnight, Lupin the Third, and so on and so forth. And of course, Bakuman had to get one live-action movie. People that read the manga or watched the anime know what this is about, but still. We meet two high school students named Mashiro and Takagi. Takagi notices Mashiro's talent in drawing and basically drags Mashiro to draw his stories. With a promise Mashiro gives to his crush named Azuki, both heroes enter the world of manga and come to know how hard it can be to bring their ideas to paper, with deadlines to meet, stress, competition, and so on. Being an adaptation, you can safely assume that certain things will get lost in here. But if the whole movie works, then it doesn't matter, right? Well, it depends. I won't mention every single change they made since it would take a long time, but for what they did, the movie actually worked rather well. The characters were well portrayed for the most part, and the scenes, even though sometimes wanting to be too flashy for its own good, worked well. They even utilized some CG backgrounds, and I tend not to like it because it's mostly either poorly made or it stands out too much. But the idea here was fantastic. They go and use different chapters from the manga the duo is working on to visually create the rather flashy backgrounds and the world they are involved in. Another scene was especially well done with the fight between Mashiro Takagi duo and Nizuma. What bothered me a little bit was the music. Not that it's bad, actually quite the contrary, but it seems a bit too distracting in different situations. The camera work was well done here also, and it immediately distracts you from the length of the actual movie. Yeah, it's around 2 hours and it felt like 60 minutes. The way they did it here keeps the movie rather fast paced with few slow scenes, and it doesn't have any boring moments. Who knew? Still, some things were not fleshed out enough or put too much to the side, like the relationship between Mashiro and Azuki, the likability of Hattori, or the craziness of Nizuma. Or not even mentioned! Don't expect to see Kaya here. Even if the movie is rather fast paced, sometimes it can be too fast for its own good, to the point where you feel that you missed something. And even if Sato Takeru, that played Mashiro, was good and certainly has talent, he looked too old for the role since Mashiro is only 17 in here, but Sato looks like a 25-year-old man. Which he actually was at the time. Especially noticeable in contrast to Kamiki Ryunosuke, that played Takagi, that actually looks 17. But nonetheless, I would say if you like the manga or the anime, then give this one a shot. Despite the changes and whatnot, I would still say it's a good movie to watch for what it is.